Hi everybody, it's Lilac again. Welcome to the Lilac Room. Thank you for coming in today. I just put up a general collective reading for everybody for 2023, starting today forward. But you know, I have come up with a new format that I plan to follow. So I think no time is like the present to just get started with it, okay? So what I am planning on doing is still doing readings every month, but providing them not by zodiac sign, but rather by stages. I know that sounds a little fuzzy, so let me clarify, and you can become more familiar. And it's kind of like when you see the pick a card readings have kind of become popular, where it gives you the opportunity to choose the reading that's right for you. But for me, the stages of a person's story or process, or evolution, however you want to look at it, I see them as like playing out in, you know, almost like beginner, intermediate, and then expert, basically. So like stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. You know, stage 1 will kind of cater towards people who are maybe a little bit new at understanding the spiritual dynamics at play affecting their life. In that way, I can give a little extra information to help them understand and get to the next level. Level 2 could cater towards people who are a little more experienced, but maybe don't really need the full breakdown. They just need a wider gaze. So that'll definitely be, you know, the middle road. And then, you know, stage 3 will be like, okay, I don't need to hear all of that like rudimentary type guidance. What I really need is to know how to progress on my journey. And I feel so strongly, you guys, that this is what I'm supposed to do. So that being said, let's dive into a January reading, and we'll start with level 1. So here comes level 1, guys. If you're new to spiritual things or tarot or law of attraction or manifestation or just understanding the universal mind or universal energy, you know, we're all connected, all that stuff, then this reading might be just right for you. So what we're going to do is called a Celtic Cross Tarot Spread. There should be about 10 to 12 cards on the table when I'm done putting out my cards. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the card placements and which cards have come out in those particular placements. And I'm going to interpret a message for you from potentially passed away loved ones who act as spirit guides for you, or, you know, just depending on your belief system, like angels, whoever it is that you believe in the spirit world would be giving you direction. And I may also specify, you know, this feels like Archangel Michael, or this feels like whatever, you know, your grandmother, I don't know. But when those things come up, I will just tell you. All right, so first, and I'm going to show you the cards because you guys on level 1 will be newer at this. So 7 of Pentacles in reverse tells me that whoever I'm reading for might be facing some financial challenges pertaining to their work. Maybe it's not that they don't have money flowing in, but maybe there's like a general dissatisfaction in a work environment. Challenge being 7 of Cups. So you get the 7 of Pentacles, which is a coin, which represents money, challenged by the 7 of Cups, which are emotions. So it's kind of like there are things here that maybe you've been there a long time, so there are things there that you're kind of attached to. And then there might be things that are not good for you. I'm going to leave it at that for now. We'll kind of get into that a little bit more. All right. In the 4 of Wands in the past, I could be reading, this reading could be for someone who's married, who's been in a dating relationship for quite some time now, maybe at least 4 years, I would say. And it looks like the point that you are at in your life is that you kind of like to spend time by yourself. This is the Hermit. This is also in the position of being in your past. So maybe recently you found yourself sort of looking inside, trying to find some inner peace, maybe trying to sort out what your true beliefs were, that kind of thing. Where is it leading you to? Well, right now I'm not seeing victory, because this card represents victory when it's not upside down, but it came out in reverse. So I see that as delayed victory. I think a decision needs to happen from your side of the fence. I think you're on the fence about something. Queen of Wands in your innermost thoughts and feelings tells me that perhaps you are feeling creative. Maybe you want to do something more creative. Like maybe you even want to go back to school and learn something new, because amazing. You had the Seven of Pentacles come out first in reverse, and in your environment is the Eight of Pentacles. I think there's opportunity where you are. If only you had maybe a different set of skills to move into that role. Maybe it's a management role. Maybe you want to go from being supervised to supervising others, and you feel creative. You feel like you could do it, but there is something holding you back. And it could have, I don't know what it has to do with yet, actually. Let's keep looking. Hopes and fears. Six of Cups in reverse. There, and the Emperor. I mean, it feels like, okay, so it could be that you work in either the same industry as parents that you have or family members, or you work for family members, maybe in their business. I don't know. I think you just don't want to disappoint people or yourself. And coming out on top would be Queen of Pentacles, but in reverse. But in your innermost thoughts and feelings, you're the Queen of Wands. I feel a disconnect here, as though what's actually happening is, and I'm sorry, I'm saying this centers around work. For some of you, you might feel that this makes more sense if you apply it to your love life or your family life, or even school. But I'm seeing a story coming out that says, this person should be an artist, but they're working as an accountant. Okay? So it's kind of like that energy. And I think that's why things aren't progressing, because whoever I'm reading for is not in step where Spirit is trying to put you on a different path, but you've got some foundations laid and you're just not keen on letting go of those things, I think. So the Chariot coming up in reverse for your future, next few weeks, next few months perhaps, is telling me just what I have been saying all along, which is that there's no forward motion. The Chariot is all about literally forward motion. And so coming up in reverse tells me that there is no forward motion. And Nine of Swords. Also, like, just, it's, if you keep going down a path where you're being told to maybe go to another level, but you don't feel ready to, or you just don't make that decision, sometimes lessons get harder the longer we wait. All right, so that's your reading for my level 1. All right, I'm just going to give the cards a little shuffle, take a little sip of my coffee. Yeah, I did pretty good with that French press. You could probably see, I think my French press is in the camera line. So, let's look at our intermediate folks. There's a very good likelihood that the message I just bounced off on my level 1 folks is going to resonate for level 2. Okay, so welcome, my level 2 friends. Let's see what we've got for you. Coming out first is the 2 of Swords, but in reverse, challenged by the 6 of Swords. In the past, we've got the Queen of Cups reversed, Judgment upright, coming out to the 2 of Cups. Well, sometimes you have to willingly go through the fire, right? That's what it seems like is happening here. 2 of Swords, but in reverse. Like, you know, if you look at the 2 of Swords card, you got these people kind of like trying not to use those sharp swords, trying not to hurt each other, trying not to break each other down, okay? But if it's in reverse, I feel like it's almost like without wanting it to happen, it's just happening anyway, okay? Challenged by the 6 of Swords, which really talks about a way for people to work together to bring themselves through a difficulty. You know, and I think I'm getting this like intuitive hit that there is someone in your life, whoever I'm reading this for, who is able to actually be this helping hand for you and help bring you through some difficulties in life. It is showing up in the challenge position, but for some reason I'm really strongly getting that this isn't so much the challenge, but more really the help that's available. All right. Queen of Cups in the past position, showing up in reverse. This could be you as this Queen of Cups. This could be, I'm getting a strong feeling that this is someone's sister who went through a hard time perhaps, or a mother who was dealing with cancer or some kind of sickness. This was in the past. I feel I'm reading for someone who maybe lost their mother, possibly even not that long ago. I do feel sickness was involved. Judgment upright, you know, I almost feel like the picture in this card is in bad taste given what I just said, but you are my level 2, so you can handle this, okay? Hang with me. You're good. You're strong, okay? This is like the moment that this person essentially faced their... This is a heavy message. I'm so sorry. But faced their judgment, right? On the other side, it's not... I don't want to say it's not a heavy judgment. It's not, you know, God and the pearly gates and heaven and hell, but I don't mean to impose my spiritual beliefs on others, okay? I'm just suggesting that upon passing, we do have the opportunity to closely examine our life choices, the situations. So that's what I feel is happening here. And whoever I'm reading this for must have had a very close relationship possibly with this person that they, it's like almost like whoever I'm reading for has like psychic abilities themselves. And so they kind of like went through some of what their loved one on the other side was dealing with. This is a very unique message. I'll give you that. The outcome position is the 2 of Cups. Now, I'm a big believer that when one thing leaves our lives, usually something else comes in to replace it. A lot of times it's a new relationship. Could be a friendship, could be a baby coming into our lives. It could be a love interest. In this case, you know, it almost looks like... This card typically tells you about love, but I'm really drawn to the figure in the center where it almost feels like a different kind of relationship. So I'd like to explore this a little more and see what I get. Temperance in your innermost thoughts and feelings. So finding this balance, and right, temperance is coming out in your innermost thoughts and feelings. and Two of Cups. It's all, maybe you, before you had experienced this loss, you didn't understand why it was going to be so beneficial to make peace with somebody, to blend with somebody, maybe even to, you know, like this card says, ask for help to get through something. In your environmental energy is this Nine of Cups. I had to look because I was like, is it 9 or 10? Nine of Cups. Lots of possibilities, options. Maybe there was money left to you upon the passing of this loved one, and now it's like, what do I do with it? Because these are I like for you guys to like see money as a resource, or like just to see everything as a resource that's available to use. It's neither good nor bad. It is just a resource for a purpose here in this earth plane. Pay off debt, whatever it is. Hopes and fears, Page of Wands, reversed. Swords, Seven of Swords, reversed. Outcome, Queen of Swords, reversed. Future position, the Moon, reversed. Ace of Pentacles, reversed. Eight of Pentacles, reversed. Temperance in reverse. Eight of Swords. I mean, if we lose a loved one, there's no... It's almost like I said, that you might be feeling their coming to Jesus experience, if you will. I don't mean that to be insensitive. Where they're understanding what they've done in their life, but you are also understanding certain things, some of which are painful lessons, but you will come out of this much stronger, I promise you. Level 2, this is a heavy message. You might want to stick around for part 3. I think, you know, this Queen of Swords energy that's coming through, I definitely feel that, you know, you're coming out as the Queen of Swords reversed because you can't feel happy, you're grieving. You know, which makes sense. You're grieving if this is a loss. And it doesn't have to be that someone died. Judgment can come through many situations, any kind of loss. It could be a loss of property. It could be someone just going in a different direction in their life and leaving your life. It could be a job situation that suddenly changed. You can apply it to any of those kinds of environments, and it's still going to add up to you've had to cope with the loss of something. Whether you brought it about of your own accord, or the universe simply said, it's time for this lesson in your life. I'm taking this person from you, or I'm taking this situation from you, or I'm souring this milk on you so that you can move away from something. So therefore it is heavy. It's unfortunate to have to go through difficulties, but it is a fact of life. Whew. So we're going to move on to our level 3. I'm going to spend a few minutes, well, a minute. I'm going to spend 1 exact minute shuffling. So if you are hanging out at the end of this video and you're just watching me get my cards ready for my level 3s, my level 3s are where I want people to be at so they can hear and really grapple with something bigger in life and like really take it to the next level. So if you're listening at level 2, you might be on your way to level 3. Just thoughts. Sorry, that was loud. I hate when people like drop their cards on the table. It's so loud. Anyway, thanks so much for coming in, you guys. Really appreciate it. Okay. All right, guys, time for your level 3 reading. Let's cut the deck. See where we're going with this storyline. I'm going to do a Celtic cross. You got the 8 of Swords coming out with the 6 of Pentacles as your challenge. Temperance and the 9 of Cups in the past. The Emperor as your outcome. The World in your future. Overall outcome, the World. I love that. Can I just stop here? I mean, I've got some really great major arcana on the table. They're in the upright position. Nothing looks terrible. So that's a good place to start, right? If you've just come in from the the level 2 reading, it was a bit heavy, guys. So it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. I'm reading for February, as I said in the beginning. And let's go. 8 of Swords, upright. We are feeling trapped, but we are not actually trapped. We are trapped within the spectrum of our own thoughts, belief systems, the environmental restrictions we've allowed to be around ourselves. I'm getting, don't cry over spilled milk. What does that mean to you? Self-pity, maybe? I don't mean to rub salt in a wound here, but if you're a level 3 and you're allowing yourself to be trapped in an 8 of Swords energy, then you have some work to do, right? Your challenge is the 6 of Pentacles, according to my reading. I'm not trying to tell you, but this is what the cards are saying. About getting some balance here. There's a lack of, something's out of balance. Obviously, if you're feeling trapped, something's out of balance. But what does the 6 of Pentacles mean? Like, what does it represent? You know, in a lot of ways, and I really can't help but go here, guys. In a lot of ways, it's about charitable giving. It's about giving of yourself. It's about sharing what you know with others, teaching others, helping raise them up, bringing them up to your level, doing good deeds. So are you doing too much of that or too little of that? You know, because we've got to get out of ourselves if we want to grow spiritually. Trust me, I am speaking to myself as well. In the past, you had Temperance. Temperance is often, you know, a great, almost neutral, energetic card. But in your case, I'm going to say it this way. You've spent time in the past just keeping the peace and keeping everything in balance while you kind of silently swallowed a lot of malarkey. Like you put up with a lot of crap in the past to keep the peace. You know, and for a while it worked. You know, maybe you had business success and family stability and financial gain. Maybe you got to travel and do all the things you wanted to do in a sense. But eventually, where did it bring you? To the Emperor. The Emperor is not the most creative being, is he? No, the Emperor is stable. People see the Emperor. People fear the Emperor. You know, who have you made yourself into that people fear you or stay away from you or revere you but don't include you? That's very specific. You know, and this person is lonely. So I feel like I'm reading for someone who feels quite lonely right now, and I think that a part of why might be related to that giving of oneself or the charitable piece, you know. It's a complicated concept, and we'd have to dive deeper on what it means to be charitable or how it would be applicable in your life. But, you know, if you're level 3, I expect you to be doing that for yourself, really. So, innermost thoughts and feelings, Ace of Cup reverse. Are you the kind of person, perhaps, who needs to be, have like something that sparks the passion in your heart in order to take on something new? Because in your external scenario, I'm seeing this Knight of Pentacles. You know, so there is support and help around you. I feel someone's heart is closed up here. Someone's heart is closed up because this Ace of Cups is in reverse. And that's you and your innermost thoughts and feelings. So you might believe that your heart is not closed or hardened, or that you're not bitter, or you might believe that you're doing good things because in the past you always kept the peace. I feel that this has caused you, whoever I'm reading for, to possibly come to a false conclusion that you are an okay person. Well, you know, it might not be enough to be an okay person, because there's more ahead for you when and if you can overcome that desire to just sit here and be the emperor. Your hopes and fears, the Five of Wands and the Hermit in reverse. Coming out of hermit mode is a little scary. That is the fear. Your hope is to bring the Five of Wands out. I want to see how people mix. I want to see how people solve their problems. I want to see them solve their problems. I want to see all the people in my life learn how to, fight their own battles, so I don't have to feel tied up and trapped by the chaos and the drama and the fighting. Your outcome is the World. Your future card in the next few weeks and months, also the World. What does that mean? Let's find out. Eight of Swords in reverse is like literally turning the current situation opposite. Like literally we're going this way. Whoa, now we're going to go this way. It's, that's a beautiful thing and a very strange thing. I'm waiting to see. Oh my God. Oh no, it was the other. The other reading had the Six of Wands in reverse. Now we're seeing the Six of Wands upright. This is victory. So it's like literally do the opposite of what you're doing. Drops mic. Do the opposite of whatever you are doing. If you're drinking coffee, start not drinking coffee. If you are, dyeing your hair, stop dyeing your hair. If you are shopping for groceries online, start shopping for groceries in the store. I don't know why I said that. Let's get one more. Get a couple more. 10 of Cups reversed. Knight of Swords reversed. 9 of Cups reversed. Ace of Swords reversed. Judgment. I feel like you need to, whoever I'm reading for in this particular group needs to go from Temperance to Judgment, and you have to do it on your own. Now you can do it with the help of, spiritual guidance. You could do it with therapy. You could do it by some other method. But you have to do it. That's what the universe is asking you for. That's why we're here today. That's why you tuned into this reading. You tuned in to hear your spirit guides tell you what is wrong, where you're off course, because you feel off course. And that is obvious by this Eight of Swords. But like I said, it is a positive reading. It's very good. You've got the World. The World is a wonderful omen that everything's going to turn out fine if you do this. But the part that's hard is turning your Ace of Cups reversed, upright. Let love in. See, it's like, this is like healing, medicinal almost. Nursing, caring for your heart. I'm sending you some good energy. And that's all I have for you. Thank you for tuning in. I will be doing March soon. This is for February. Namaste.